Hi everyone, Keith Saarloos from the Saarloos & Sons Family Wine Company, coming to you live and direct from Windmill Ranch. Here to talk to you about your winter wine club shipment. It's been a really great year. Got through a great harvest, as you saw, and now we are being flush with rain. We're pretty excited. I think this year we had more rain already to date than we had all of last year, and it looks like El Nino is going to keep dumping and dumping and dumping. That means a lot of little things to us. One, looks like we're going to have a, hopefully, fingers crossed, great harvest next year. And all the vines have taken a deep breath, really shot down the roots nice and deep, and looks like they're going to come back with added extra vigor. But more about that as spring and summertime come on. Let's talk to you about this wine club shipment. So this wine has 3 different bottles in it. First wine we're going to talk about is called Friend's House. And Friend's House is a Bordeaux style wine. There's Cab Franc, Cab Sauv, and Petit Verdot in it. And this is one of these very, very special wines that guaranteed we will never, ever, ever even come close to making again. This wine is actually from a friend's property. And we wrote a little bit of a story on that on the front of this label, but the thing that we love so much about it is that this is a expression of going to a friend's house, like hanging out one night, and those people in your life that become like family to you. And this wine has made that jump, just like our extended family has, of being a wine that is now part of what we do. It is a very rich, very flavorful, and in all honesty, a very complex wine. It's one of the few wines that we get to make that have really a chorus of 3 different people playing at the same time. So instead of it being a solo, where we hear one voice at one time, like the Wolfhoundin or the Little Boy that you're going to be getting, this has a very complex bass, drum, guitar, all playing at the same time, creating a really vibrant, unique mix. It's a one and done. We're never going to make it again, so it's a bit of a collector's item. And ask me a little more when you see me, and I'll tell you a little better story. So that is number 1, the Friend's House. The second wine in the wine club shipment is called Wolfhoundin. And Wolfhoundin is the beast. We've only made this wine, or a wine of this nature, one other time. It does have the same name, Wolfhoundin, and it is 100% Petit Verdot. Now I challenge you to go out and look in the world and find another 100% Petit Verdot. Petit Verdot, if you're a fan of our Petit Syrah or the Honor and Prepare, you'll know this is a big, macking, beast freight train of a wine. The reason I'm sitting with you here is because just over my shoulder in the very bottom of our vineyard, we're actually going to go through this year and cut the heads off a bunch of vines in the bottom and graft it over to Petit Verdot. So this is a little bit of a precursor to the wines that we're going to be making in the future. We're making a very huge decision, not only as a family, but as a company, to go in a little bit of a new direction. And I know it's going to be a wine that you think is absolutely amazing. So if you are an espresso drinker, if you like the uncut prime rib, if you like the big, massive meal with the cigar to boot, welcome to your new favorite wine. It's named Wolfhoundin because actually we have a wine, or we have a wolf dog that's named after our family that Reinhard Saarloos actually bred wolves and German Shepherd together to create a very fearsome, scary dog around World War II. And what he got was kind of the opposite. He got a dog that was a pack animal, that was loving and caring. So though it looks big and scary on the outside, it's really a sweet teddy bear on the inside. And that is our Wolfhoundin. Our final wine is called Little Boy. And Little Boy is just over my shoulder. You see the big terrace. Just on the other side of that is our very, very small Little Boy terrace. And Little Boy is the hardest place for us to grow any of our grapes. It's absolutely steep, and you actually have to walk up if you're going to farm it. What becomes really neat about that is it causes those vines to be stressed beyond belief. And the flavor of the wine that comes out of there is a representation of that place. So when you see on the label Elmer represents the Little Boy. We'll talk more about the Fat Man Terrace and the High Hill. But these 3 brothers are very different personalities, even though they all come from the same vineyard, only feet away from each other. Every piece of them is unique. So when you think about these Syrahs, Think about them like three brothers that grew up in the same house. They have the same DNA, they have the same parents, they were grown in the same place, but why would they be different? And no one assumes that three brothers would be exactly the same. And that's what we're trying to express here on Ballard Canyon in our Windmill Ranch vineyard, in particularly, that these three wines, even though they're grown feet apart, all have very distinct and unique personalities based upon the topography. As you can see, the sun's coming up over here, it sets over there, the wind blows this way, the high hill blocks a lot of that wind. The Fat Man Terrace even blocks more of that wind from the Little Boy. So if you think about it being the baby brother that gets beat on and picked on, but also loved by everyone else, it is a tight, awesome, flavorful wine. So we wanted to release these three wines because here we are in the heart of winter. Fireplaces are on, big meals are happening, and get-togethers hopefully are still going on. I love that. So open these three bottles, create community with the people you're with, share them, give each other hugs and kisses. We got a big, huge year ahead of us, and we're excited for you to be a part of what is going to be, without a doubt, the best year of Saarloos & Sons life. So this is Keith Saarloos. Live to honor those that have come before you. Prepare the way for those yet to come. Have a great day, everybody.